Hello and welcome to the presentation for the Boston Dynamics LS3. My name is Aleem Lakdawala and this is Mr. Benton's Period 7 for Aerospace Engineering. So let's start with the look of the robot. This is the LS3 in the field. It's just doing some drills and you can kind of see the size of it, how big it is, how much it sort of weighs, stuff like that. So the LS3's full name is the Legged Squad Support System, the LSSS or the LS3. It was created by Boston Dynamics under contract by DARPA, as you guys know, is a branch of the US government that deals with defense contracts, and it was contracted in 2009. The robot itself was completed in 2010, and it was really put to use from 2012 to 2015. So the U.S. Army helped field test this for Boston Dynamics. They ran it through some basic drills, and the Marines took this one step further. They took it to different terrains during some war simulations, and it was never put onto an actual battlefield, but it came pretty close. So by the end of 2015, the Marines actually determined that it wasn't good enough because it was too noisy. It had a lot of different issues with incline, stuff like that. So the project was terminated. But the LS3 was designed to be used only on land, in any kind of weather, any kind of incline, and on rough pathing. And that's one of the issues that the Marines had, was that the LS3 simply couldn't travel on hills well enough, and it kept falling over. So the only purpose of the LS3 is to carry equipment for the units, and it could supply far off troops, and it could theoretically avoid enemy fire. How well it did that isn't really known. So underneath the actual robot, you have pneumatic pistons and electric motors powering the legs. It's powered by lithium polymer batteries for long-lasting life. And it has an array of sensors. It's got a gyroscope, it uses a GPS, uses a LiDAR, which helps the robot see how far away different things are. It has stereo vision, so it can see in all angles. And it has something called perception, which means it can understand what the environment's like, what the ground's like, what kind of terrain it's on, stuff like that. So for communications, there was a remote control, but that wasn't really good enough because it distracted units from a potential fight going on around it. So it also had basic voice commands like follow the leader or stay in formation, and that made it a lot easier. So while it was being developed, it got little attention. It got very little attention. It gave some more light to Boston Dynamics and their other robots. It got more reception when the project itself was cancelled. But in the picture, you see a concept art for the LS3, and the picture is designed so that it looks more like a Star Wars ATT. Um, so stuff like that was kind of happening. And during that time, you had the Iraq War and the Afghanistan and the Pakistan War, and that had a lot of rough terrain, a lot of desert climates, a lot of hills. And with the new president, he mandated that there were more troops to be sent in those areas. So a lot of these were kind of designed. And so this came from the Big Dog, which was another Boston Dynamics robot. Um, and they had to have a lot of voice recognition and balancing systems, a lot of improvement from the Big Dog. And it needed a lot of visual sensing because, again, it was supposed to detect enemy fire, it's supposed to detect terrain, stuff like that. So in the future for aerospace engineering, it's really used for rovers on other planets or developments of other robots, such as Spot in the picture to your right. Um, so this system helps with human safety, obviously, as with all unmanned systems. Human safety, human limitations, where can we go, how much can we do, and cost efficiency. You don't have to feed it. Stuff like that. Thank you.